What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Offroad Outlaws video. Today we're going to be ranking every truck and SUV in the game. So this is going to be a pretty long ranking. And keep in mind, this is all my opinion. And it was pretty hard to rank all these too. I love all of the trucks and SUVs, but if I have to make a list, this is going to be it. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into the ranking. Alright, now in 57th place, we have the tow truck. Now the problem with the tow truck is it can't tow trailers, and it's only really useful if you're doing like online, like if you're playing around with your friends and you want to like tow their car. But that's kind of all it's kind of used for. So yeah, just given that, like it can't do any jobs because it can't pull trailers, and that's kind of why it's in last place. Alright, now in 56th place, we have the log truck. Now this one, again, it can't pull trailers, so the only job you're going to be able to do with this one is pulling logs, which this one is the best. If you want to do the log jobs, this one is the best because it can carry the most amount of logs. But that's kind of mostly all it's kind of used for. And it's really big too, so like if you want to do any off-roading with it, like it's going to be really difficult, and it's kind of difficult to turn it too. So yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it landed in 56th place. Alright, now in 55th place, we have the limo. Now, the problem with the limo is it's really long, so you can't really do too much off-roading with it. Like, you can't do any tight turns. And I feel like it's mostly just used if you want to do, like, any kind of role play, like if you're trying to do, like, role play on a map. But, yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it landed in 55th place. Alright, now in 54th place, we have this truck. Now, this truck's kind of similar to the limo, I feel like, where it's kind of long and pretty wide as well, so it's not the best for off-roading, but otherwise it looks kind of nice, and yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 53rd place we have this truck. Now the problem with this truck and a lot of other trucks in the game is they just have like lots of chrome on them. Like this one has like a little chrome bit on the side and chrome on the back, like on the tailgate and on the front, which like is kind of makes it difficult to put any cool decals on it because you have to deal with the chrome. And you can't like really get rid of it too easily either, so yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why this truck landed in this place. Alright, now in 52nd place, we have this truck. Now, this truck took the chrome problem to a whole nother level. Like, this one is, like, almost half covered in chrome here. Like, there's so much chrome on this.
Okay, what's going on here? Why is everything chrome?
Everything is chrome in the future.
Like, you can't escape it on this truck. Like, if you want to customize this one, like, pretty cool decals, you're gonna have to deal with all this chrome, which is, like, a nightmare, so just given all that, that's kind of why it landed all the way here on the list. Alright, now in 51st place, we have this truck. Now, this truck also has that chrome line on the side of it, which doesn't really help. And I'm pretty sure it's one of the earlier models in the game, so just given that, it's not on par with some of the later ones. So it doesn't look as nice. So yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 50th place, we have this truck. Now this truck kind of looks like a variant of the one that's in 53rd. So that doesn't really help with the uniqueness of it. But this one also kind of has the same chrome issue. But I just think this one looks nicer, so that's why it's kind of higher up. But otherwise, that's kind of why it's here in the list. Alright, now in 49th place, we have this truck. Now this truck has a similar issue to the chrome one, which this one's just like almost halfway covered in wood, which is kind of unique because there's no other vehicle that has like a lot of wood aesthetic on it. But just given that you can't really remove it, kind of hinders the use of like any kind of decals on this vehicle. But otherwise, it is pretty unique in that way. But yeah, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 48th place, we have this truck. Now this truck also has the chrome issue that I already talked about before, so that's kind of why it's lower down on the list. And it was just one of the earlier models in the game, so just given that, it's not on par with the later ones, but just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 47th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this truck's a 4-door, and it's a short bed, which doesn't really look the best to me. But otherwise, you can make some pretty cool builds with this one, and the model doesn't look too bad, but if they just, like, made it maybe a longer bed with, like, I don't know, 2 doors or something, it would have looked way better, but yeah, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 46th place, we have this vehicle. Now, the problem with this truck is it's just not the best looking to me. Like, it is pretty small, which it can be helpful for off-roading. This used to be my main vehicle that I used in Offroad Outlaws, but I just kind of grown up and started using different vehicles. But otherwise, you can make cool builds with this one, but yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 45th place, we have this vehicle. Now, the problem I have with this one and a few others is just the headlights. They're not really the best looking, like they're just kind of textures on top of like the headlight model. But otherwise, you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this one, but yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 44th place, we have this truck. Now, with this one, I just don't really like the looks of it as much as some of the other ones. And also the headlights, like, I don't know why, but I just don't really like the looks of it. Like, it's just this one color. You can't change the color of it. It's just this kind of light gray, which really sticks out if you're going for, like, a kind of darker color. But otherwise, it is a cool-looking vehicle nonetheless, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright, in 43rd place, we have this truck. Now, this truck just looks like a normal variant of the other one. Like, the other one kind of looks just like a sports version of this one. But I just find that the headlights aren't as bad on this one. And also, you can make some, like, kind of nicer looking off-road builds I found with this as well. So, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 42nd place, we have this vehicle. Now, this truck, the headlights aren't as distracting since they're kind of darker. So, you can do some kind of nicer looking builds with this one. And it's also a two-door, which I kind of like more, so yeah, that's kind of why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 41st place, we have this truck. Now, the problem with this one is, again, just the headlights and taillights. It's just kind of like a texture, which, to be fair, this is like an older model in the game, so you gotta give them some slack here. Like, they're not as on par with the later ones, but otherwise, it's pretty nice. Like, you can make some cool-looking builds, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 40th place, we have this vehicle. Now, the problem with this one, again, is just the taillights and headlights. It's just the texture, and it is an earlier model in the game, so it's not as detailed. But I do like how this one's a wide body, so you can get a little bit more cool with your builds. Like, you can make it, like, more off-road oriented. But yeah, given all that, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 39th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this one's really nice because it's pretty detailed, but I just don't like the front end as much. Like, it's also, again, like, lots of chrome. There's chrome on the sides, there's chrome on the back, there's chrome on the front. Like, you can't get away from the chrome on this one. But otherwise, it is a really nice looking vehicle. So yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 38th place, we have this vehicle. Now, I just feel like the front end looks a lot like the other one. So that's why it's kind of lower on the list. Like, there's a lot of chrome on the front. But otherwise, it is a nice model. Like, you can make some pretty cool builds with this one, I think. So that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 37th place, we have this van. Now, again, I just don't like the front end as much with this one, but what I do like about the vans is you get a lot of open space to put lots of decals on it, so you can make some pretty cool looking builds, but otherwise, that's kind of why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 36th place, we have this bus. Now, I kind of consider bus like the same as the van. Like, you get lots of space to put cool decals, but the problem with this one is it has like the black lines on it, which kind of takes away from that creativity of putting all the decals on it. But otherwise, you can make some pretty cool builds with this one, so yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 35th place, we got this van. Now, the good thing about this van is you don't get as many windows, so then you can put more decals on it. And you can make some pretty cool looking builds as well with this van, so just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 34th place, we have this vehicle. Now, I don't like this one as much because it's pretty square looking, but otherwise, it is a 6-wheel vehicle, which is kind of cool. Like, it's kind of unique there. There are a few 6-wheel vehicles in the game, but otherwise you can make some pretty cool builds with this one. So yeah, that's why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 33rd place, we have this vehicle. Now, I think this one's pretty cool because it's kind of like a tank. It has treads, and the only other vehicles that only have treads are like some of the bikes. So this is pretty unique, but otherwise it's pretty square looking as well. But you can make some pretty cool builds with this one, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 32nd place, we have this vehicle. Now, I don't like the looks of this one as much. Like, it's pretty square and, like, triangle kind of looking. But otherwise, I've seen a lot of people do, like, speed builds with this vehicle. And it has a lot of cool customization options as well. So just given that, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 31st place, we have this vehicle. Now, again, it's just the taillights and headlights. They're just kind of, like, a texture. But otherwise, like, this is a pretty nice vehicle to customize. Like, you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this one. But yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 30th place, we have this vehicle. Now, again, it just has, like, that kind of chrome on the side, and the headlights and taillights aren't the best looking. But otherwise, it is kind of nice. Like, you can do some cool looking builds with this one. But yeah, just given all that, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 29th, we have this vehicle. Now, the front end of this one is really detailed. Like, it's really nice looking. But again, it's just a chrome issue. Like, there's lots of chrome on the front of it, and there's lots of chrome on the side and the back. But otherwise, it is really nice and detailed. But yeah, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 28th place, we have this vehicle. Now, I really like the looks of this one a lot. Like, I like how it has, like, 6 wheels, and it's really, like, cool and rugged looking. But the only issue I have with it is it has, like, a little kind of black line on the side of it. So that doesn't really help when you're trying to make cool decals on this vehicle. But otherwise, it is pretty cool looking, and you can make some pretty cool builds with this one. So that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 27th place, we have this vehicle. Now, I don't know what it is, but whenever I join a public lobby, I always see somebody using this truck. I don't know what it is about that, but the only issues I have with this one really is that it also has like that texture issue with like the headlights and taillights, and it has some chrome on the side of it, but otherwise it is pretty nice looking, so yeah, that's why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 26th place we have this vehicle. Now the only issue with this one again is just the chrome. Like, it has little bits of chrome in the side and the back, but otherwise it's not too bad. And yeah, this vehicle is pretty nice. Like, you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this one. So yeah, that's why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 25th place we have this vehicle. Now what's kind of crazy to me is this vehicle is kind of a variant of the one I put all the way back in 53rd place. And I guess this one just looks way nicer. Like, this one is a newer model, so it just is way more detailed, and it has a really unique truck bed, and it has way less chrome than the other one. So just given all that, that's kind of how it landed all the way up here. So yeah, that's why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 24th place we have this vehicle. Now again, the only issue is it has a bit of chrome in the front, and it has that line right along the side, which doesn't really help, and it also has chrome in the back too. But otherwise, this is a really nice looking truck. But yeah, that's kind of why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 23rd place we have this vehicle. Now the only thing I don't like too much is like kind of the chrome on the headlights and like the grille. But otherwise, this looks really nice. Like, it has lots of details along like the hood and like the front of it. But yeah, that's kind of why this one's in this place. Alright, now in 22nd place we have this vehicle. Now again, the only issue I have with this one is just the headlights and the grille. But otherwise, this is really nice looking. Like, I like the bed of it being covered. And it has lots of open space too, so you can put some pretty nice looking decals on this one. But yeah, just given all that, that's why this one landed in this place. Alright, now in 21st place, we have this vehicle. Now, the only issue with this one is just the line on the side of it. If it didn't have that line, it would be way nicer looking to me. But otherwise, you can make some pretty cool builds with this one again, so yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 20th place, we have this vehicle. Now, again, the only issue is just that line on the side of it. But this one doesn't look as bad with the line, so that's why it's kind of higher up. But yeah, just given that, that's why this one landed here on the list. Alright, now in 19th place, we have this vehicle. Now, the only issue I have with this one is just the chrome around the headlights. Like, if it wasn't chrome around the headlights, or if it was just, like, black around the headlights, it would look way nicer to me. But otherwise, you can make some nice builds with this truck, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 18th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this one's overall pretty nice. Like, the only issue is just, like, there's little bits of chrome around the bed, and there's chrome, like, on the grill. But otherwise, it's really nice looking, so yeah, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 17th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this vehicle has pretty good customization, but the only issue with this one is it's pretty long, so it's not as good for off-roading again. But you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this one. And also, any other vehicle on the list, like, there's not too many issues with them. It's only like 1 or 2 issues. And given that, that's why this vehicle landed at 17th place on the list. Alright, now in 16th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this vehicle is overall pretty good. The only issue I have with this one is, like, the truck bed looks pretty long for some reason. And, like, the grill of it is, like, chrome again. But otherwise, it is pretty nice looking. So, yeah, that's why this one is here on the list. Alright, now in 15th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this vehicle fixed both of the issues I had with the last one. Like, the bed is kind of shorter on this one, and the grill is no longer chrome. And overall, this one looks, like, really nice. Like, the model looks really good looking. Like, the grills and the bumpers both look really good. Like, overall, like, I don't know why would you choose the last one when this one exists, but so yeah, that's why this one's 15th on the list. Alright, now in 14th place, we have this vehicle. Now, this vehicle overall is pretty good. Like, it has pretty good customization all around. Now the only issue with this one is it's pretty wide, so it's kind of more difficult to like off-road with this one. But otherwise it's pretty good, and that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 13th place we have this vehicle. Now overall, this vehicle is pretty nice. Like the headlights look nice, the taillights look nice, and overall the model looks really good. Like the only issue I found with this one was just like when you look up close, like the front headlights is just another one of those texture issues. But otherwise the vehicle looks really nice, and that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 12th place we have this vehicle. Now all things considered, this vehicle has really good customization. Like you can do a lot of things with like the fenders and all that. Now the only issue with this vehicle is again the headlights. Like it's just another one of those texture issues. But this one, it isn't as bad. Like up close, like that's only when you notice it. Like from far away it's pretty fine. But all things considered, that's why this one's here on the list. Alright, now in 11th place we have this vehicle. Now the only reason this one's kind of higher up to me is just because this one's kind of smaller, so it's easier to off-road with this one. And it also has pretty good customization as well. Now the only issue I have with this one is just the headlights again. Like if the headlights was swapped with the other one, like it would look way better to me. But all things considered, this is still a really nice looking vehicle. Alright, now coming into the top 10, we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle is one of the older models in the game, so it's not as detailed. But considering it is one of the older models and how old it is, like it's pretty good. Like it holds up pretty well. And yeah, all things considered, like top 10 is pretty good for this vehicle, so that's why it's here. Alright, now 9th place we have this vehicle. Now the only issue again is just this is just another one of the older vehicles in the game, so it's not as detailed. But overall it's still really nice, and you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this truck, so that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 8th place we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle is one of the newer models in the game, so it is pretty detailed, and it looks like really nice looking too. And you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this vehicle, so just given all that, that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 7th place we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle actually has like really good customization. Like I'm pretty sure there's only 2 vehicles in the game that can have like a camper on them, and this is one of them. So yeah, this vehicle just has lots of customization options, and you can make this vehicle like look pretty good. And overall the model looks pretty good as well, so given all that, that's why this one landed in 7th place. Alright, now in 6th place we have this vehicle. Now I feel like this one's just like a kind of hot rod variant of the last one. But all things considered, this one looks pretty nice, and that's why it's here on the list. Alright, now in 5th place we have this vehicle. Now I feel like this vehicle looks pretty good. Like they could have just put on a bunch of chrome on it, but instead they put like black, which looks way better in my opinion. And yeah, you can make some pretty cool looking builds with this little truck, so just given all that, that's why this vehicle is number 5 on the list. Alright, now in 4th place we have this vehicle. Now this truck does have a little bit of chrome on the grille and the tailgate, but I feel like it's not too bad on this truck. And also this truck, I'm pretty sure it's the only one that comes pre-dualied, which is like pretty unique as well. Like that's pretty cool. And just given this truck looks really good, like it's one of the newer models as well. And like the headlights are not like just plain like textures on it, it's actually like detailed. So yeah, just given all that, that's why this vehicle came number 4 on the list. Alright, now in 3rd place we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle is pretty unique because it is one of the only cars you can buy from the shop. Like all the other ones you need to like mostly just do barn finds if you want to get a car, but you can just buy this one straight out, and it's like pretty unique in that way. And I feel like this also just like looks really nice. So yeah, just given all that, that's why this one came in number 3 on the list. Alright, now in 2nd place we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle looks really nice. Like I don't think it has any chrome on it at all, and it just looks really nice in general. Like the headlights are actually detailed, they're not just like textures. And overall, this vehicle just looks really nice all around. You can make some pretty cool looking builds with this truck. So yeah, just given all that, that's why it landed number 2 on the list. Alright, now in 1st place, we have this vehicle. Now this vehicle has like some of the most customization in the game, I'm pretty sure. And you can make some pretty cool builds. Like I've seen so many cool builds with this truck. So yeah, just given all that, that's why this vehicle ended up coming in 1st place on the list. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, it helps out a lot. I'll be making another Offroad Outlaws ranking in the future. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll be ranking every vehicle in the game. So if we get there, I'll be doing that. And yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I appreciate it a lot. And see you next time.